Okay, guys, this is going to help us kind of check our work. So we're going to compare fractions, factors, and products. We know the factors are the two things that we're multiplying to get the product. The product is an answer of a multiplication problem, whether it's a whole number or a fraction or decimal. Multiplication can be thought of as resizing one number by another number. For example, 2 times 3 will result in a product that is 2 times greater than 3. What happens to the size of the product when the number is multiplied by a fraction? So when we multiply two whole numbers, we're going to get a greater number. But what happens when we multiply a fraction by a whole number? Well, we're only taking a part of that whole number. What are we going to get? Well, we can look at it this way. So the family eats 3/4. It's already cut into 4, so I'm going to eat 3/4 of it. Is write an expression for 3/4 of one box if cereal is 3/4 times 1. Well, if I take 3/4 times 1, am I going to get, is it equal to, greater than, or less than 1 whole? Well, it's less than, right? All right, here we have 4 boxes, and they eat 3/4 of each box, which would infuriate me if it was my house that they opened 4 different kinds. But this mom must not mind. All right, so we shaded 3/4 of 4 boxes. Write an expression for 3/4 of 4. So that's 3/4 times 4. Now, they want to know, will our answer be equal to? No, not equal to 4. Is it more than 4? No, I didn't fill up more than 4 boxes. Is it less than? Yes, I didn't get all the boxes 8. There's still some. There's still 1/4 in each box. The Carter family only eats a half a box, so they only started off with this half box. Well, when it come time to eating it, they ate 3/4. So they cut this into 3 parts, and this is what they ate, was 3 of those. Okay? So 3/4 times 1/2. Will the product equal to a half? No. Greater than a half? No. Less than? Yes. Then 3/4? No. It's not equal to 3/4. It's not greater than 3/4, and it's not less. It's less than 3/4. If it's less than a half, it's more than less than 3/4. So whenever we take a fraction times a whole number or times a fraction, our product or our answer is always less than our factors. That's important to know when you're checking. Okay, another way. A number line, excuse me. Okay, so graph a point to show 3/4 scale by 1, 1/2, and 4. So here we're doing one whole, here's our whole, by 3/4. Well, that's right here, right? So locate 3/4 on the diagram and shade the distance from 0 to there. So that's from here to here. Then graph that point to show 1 of 3/4. Well, we just did that. So this part is that. Okay, so now we're at a half. So let's find a half. And we're going to find 3/4 of that half. So, of 3/4. We got to find 3/4 first. Here's 3/4. And we have a half of that, so that means we got to cut this in half, which would be about right here. So this part right here would be from here to here. Here we have 4 whole, 3/4. So we have 3/4, which is right here. And if we cut this into 4 equal parts, this tells us how much we have. Okay, so we got to cut that into 4 equal parts. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means every 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not counted very well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 4 equal parts. Okay, and we got 3/4 of that, which would be right there. our first hump. Okay, so the product 1 and 3/4 will be blank to 3/4. Well, if you look at it here, it's equal to. It's the same as 3/4. But 1 times 3/4 is an anything times itself is that same amount. The product of the number less than 1 and 3/4 will be less than 3/4 and less than the other factors. Okay. All right, let's look at this one. The product of a number that is greater than 1 and 3/4 will be greater than any other factor. Oh, less than any other factor. Because I'm finding 3/4 of whatever that number is, which is less than. All right. So let's look at here and say 3/4 times 2/3 will be blank of 3/5. It will be what? Less than. Five sixths of 6 will be more than 5/8 because we're doing 6 groups of 5/8. Okay, 7/8 times 3/5 will be less than 5/6 because we're taking only a part of the 5/6. 7 times 9/10 will be greater than 9/10 because we've got 9/10 groups of it. Won't be just one. 5 times 1/3 will be greater than. 6/11 times 1 will be equal to, because anything times 1 is the same number. All right, so let's go on to our homework. So let's do the evens, 1 or 2, and all at the bottom. Okay, is all this is doing, guys, is trying to get you to think about what your answer should look like. So just try to really think about your problem and say, well, will it be more than this or less than this because of what they're asking me to do? If I'm doing a factor times a factor, it will always be less than the factors. But if I'm doing 5 of these 7/8, it's always going to be greater than. Whenever I'm doing it times 1, it's the identity property, and it will be equal to. It will be the same as.